Hi, today we're going to talk about this, the Y recentering of the free look camera. And what this is about is, let's see, this. We, of course, drag and drop main onto the hierarchy, and then we click on the follow camera. And we look at all the parameters, and we see there is this Y-axis recentering that is disabled by default. We enable it. So now if you press play, let's say I go up, then I leave the mouse, I release the mouse, right? It recenters itself vertically only, right? And then if I go down, again, it recenters itself. Now, as I have pointed out here, it seems to me that these two fields are not really respected, because wait time, it seems to be not, for instance, if I put 6, right, it should wait 6 seconds before it starts recentering, and it waits maybe 1 second, right? So the rule of thumb seems to be that you have to subtract 5 for now to work around this bug. So for instance, if I go up, see, it waits a second and then it goes. And the other problem that I see is that even this value seems to be, I mean, not really right, because it seems to me it takes much longer than 2 seconds to recenter. But maybe this is not as bad, but so the wait time seems to be that more or less recenter time maybe is okay, even though not quite. But this basically to put for now seems 5 more than the value you actually want. So if you want 1 second, you have to put 6. If you want 2 seconds, it's about 7. So in theory now, if this rule of thumb is correct to work around this bug, it looks like, let's say I go like this, 1, 2, and then it starts. So it really seems like you have to put 5 more. So sometimes it happens that game engines have bugs, and I actually looking for this feature. Since 2018 there have been so many bugs about this actual feature. And there is also a peculiarity that we are not touching upon right now, but if the binding mode, instead of being simple follow with word up, is word space, we get an additional recenter to target heading. So this recenters also horizontally. I don't know why it's not called x-axis recenter, it's called recenter to target, but anyway, it is x. So for instance, if I go in front and below, it recenters, see, in both axes, and eventually goes. Again, it seems to me it takes much more longer than just 2 seconds, and also it starts instantaneously. Who knows? I mean, again, probably there are bugs, but you know, if you tinker with them, you should be able to get what you want. It used to work better. So simple follow with word up is what we use actually. So it works this way. For now, we are only doing the y-axis. Wait basically a couple of seconds and then it goes. That's because we write 7 minus 5 is 2, right? Okay. And of course, if we uncheck the enable of the y-axis recentering, then we are back to the default, that is down recenter. So that's the old behavior that we know about. So for instance, if I go up, it stays up, right? Nothing, or I go down, it doesn't slowly recenter itself, right? So that's what it's about. So I wanted to put basically here something like a 1 and a 2. So instead we put a 6 and a 2 because we increase by 5. And so we save, we also click on main. As usual, we apply the different, and then we delete it. I should have saved it now, okay. And then we press play. This will be automatically spawned. In fact, you see it's here. And if you go to the follow camera, see, is enabled with this number 6. That is, so now if I go up, I release the mouse, it takes about a second before it actually starts recentering. So, and same for down, right? You wait about a second and it goes. Okay, I hope you liked it, and that's all for today. Thank you.